you can know with certainty through natural reason that the Shroud of Turin and the Sudarium of Orvieto are legit.
Jesus' grave clothes.
They're actually Christ's grave clothes.
Christianity is different than any other religion. The reason why is that it's based on one event in history occurring, the resurrection. And if that didn't happen, then our entire faith is meaningless, as Paul says in the New Testament. But here's the thing, the resurrection did happen, and now we can prove it. We're going to go through a brief overview of what the Shroud is, and if you want a deeper dive, I have another video on each finding. We're going to talk about why it's legit, why it's not a forgery, and then we're going to talk about what AI just discovered and the evidence within the Shroud. And I know, it's okay though. Evidence is good. You'll see. Watch this. It blows everything out of the water. This is crazy. The Shroud is a 14-foot linen cloth bearing the front and back image of a crucified man. Every wound matches the Gospel's accounts. The scourging, the crown of thorns, the nails, and the spear wound in the side. In the tomb, there were 2 empty cloths found. The shroud that wrapped the body and a smaller head wrap that was folded in another place. That head wrap, the Sudarium of Oviedo, has the same rare blood type, AB, and the same pattern of blood flows and facial wounds. They align perfectly. 2 linens, 1 man. The image on the shroud isn't paint, dye, or scorch marks. Scientists have confirmed that it only affects the very, very top fibers. We're talking nanomicrometers. Here's the AI news. And before you jump to conclusions, trust me, I know AI, I'm pretty sure it's demonic, all of AI, and it's going to be the end of the world. But aside from that, what this is mathematics. It's quantifiable evidence that something extraordinary happened. Watch this.
They fed the AI images of medieval paintings, modern photographs, and even computer-generated fake shrouds.
Recent AI analysis confirms something staggering. The shroud image contains mathematical structure and 3D spatial data. It's like a digital code in linen. When processed, it reveals perfect anatomical proportions and precise geometric ratios. Symmetry that obeys the laws of physics and golden ratio patterns. This is math, the universal language, and AI proved the image is not random. It's encoded information. A negative photograph burned into fabric by something beyond human ability. What we're seeing is not art. It's evidence of an event where light, life, and matter all collided.
As AI continued analyzing the shroud, scientists started focusing on one particular theory that could explain all the mysterious findings. Radiation. Not the dangerous kind from nuclear bombs, but a brief, intense burst of energy that could have altered the cloth at the molecular level. The idea wasn't new, but AI was now providing evidence that made it impossible to ignore. The mathematical patterns, the 3-dimensional encoding, the surface-only coloring, all of these pointed to some kind of energy event that had lasted only moments but left permanent changes in the linen. Researchers began studying how different types of radiation affect cloth. They discovered that certain kinds of energy could change the chemical structure of linen fibers without burning or destroying them. If the radiation was just the right type and intensity, it could create exactly the kind of superficial coloring found on the shroud. But here's what made this theory terrifying. The radiation would have had to come from inside the cloth, one scientist whispered, marveling at how the image seemed designed to reveal deeper secrets as technology advanced. Scientists tested this discovery by running control experiments. They fed the AI images of medieval paintings, modern photographs, and even computer-generated fake shrouds. None of them contained the same type of mathematical encoding. The shroud was unique. But perhaps the most terrifying discovery was how the blood stains related to the body image. The AI found that the blood and the body image were created by completely separate processes. The blood soaked into the cloth normally, but the body image appeared to form around the blood without disturbing it. Whatever created the image was following a sophisticated mathematical formula. Even more shocking, these patterns remained consistent when the AI analyzed the image under different types of light. Whether using visible light, ultraviolet, or even infrared photography, the mathematical relationships stayed exactly the same.
Watch how the wounds line up. And each one is accounted for in the Gospels, the same ones that are right there. Watch this.
That is consistent with the nail prints, the scars, the wrists of the crucified man of the shroud, and the feet.
Wow.
I think it's the most understated verse in the New Testament. And Pilate had Jesus flogged. This is a Roman scourge.
Yeah.
We know that the crucified man, a scholar has counted up the amount of wounds. This is going to blow your mind. 372 wounds, over 120 lashes. Each lash would leave 3 impressions. You see the lead barbells, the dumbbell-shaped bar, and you feel the weight of those. There is not a part of the body of Jesus that was not abused, traumatized, beaten. Every aspect, front and back.
The wounds from this particular crown of thorns match the man of the shroud in a way that, a little laurel wreath or something wouldn't have.
And leaves it beyond all doubt it's anyone other than Jesus of Nazareth.
Because the other guys didn't get this.
No one did that we know. We know of one in history who was crucified. This is one of one, utterly unique.
Okay, now if you remember in the gospel, Peter goes in and he sees 2 empty linens. One is the shroud, one is the head wrap. This is the head wrap. It's been proven legit. Watch this.
This particular stain, you can see there's 3 areas of stains. You have this one, and this one. This area right here was in direct contact with a face that matches exactly the face on the shroud. It's a 1-to-1 correspondence. And if you line up the nose, if you register the nose, then this kind of concentrated area of blood is right around the mouth and the beard area. And you can see how it kind of hooks around like the beard does. And then this vertical area goes right down the bridge of the nose. Yes. And this would be on the forehead right here. This epsilon shape right here is the edge of this, and then you can see this blood stain corresponds here, and there are a number of other ones. That one corresponds there, and so if you do an overlay, like if you outline this and you put it right onto that, it's an exact match in size, not just in size, but in blood type as well. Blood mixed with pulmonary edema, which is the fluid that's generated in the lungs during asphyxiation or other kind of torture or duress. And that's the blood mixture that is on here, and that's also the blood mixture that you see in different places on the shroud, like here. It's 6 parts pulmonary edema to 1 part blood. So that's what's coming out of the lungs. So it matches like that. It's also type AB, which is also the type on the shroud. It's also postmortem blood.
Right.
And type AB is the rarest blood type. It's about 3 times more common in Mediterranean Jews than it is in Europeans.
The Eucharistic miracles.
Same.
The type is always AB.
AB, pretty amazing. So the Sudarium was affixed to the back of the head here, and if you look really close, you can see these holes where pins were put through to the hair. There is a ponytail-shaped funnel right here of his hair, and this is where it would have affixed to, and this butterfly shape fits right onto the ponytail. And there are actually finger marks where somebody has reached over the back of the head to pinch the nose shut to hold the blood in. It's been in Oviedo, Spain since Oviedo was founded at the end of the 8th century.
If we know for a fact that we can place this in antiquity, and the skeptics of the Shroud of Turin are arguing that it's a medieval forgery, then how do the images match perfectly? Did some medieval forger know about the Sudarium, just manage to match it perfectly without anyone figuring it out?
The idea that this is a medieval forgery fails every test. The cloth's weave, that herringbone pattern, the pollen grains, and the blood chemistry date to the 1st century. This is real human blood, with serum separation visible under ultraviolet light. Even modern labs can't replicate the image with lasers, heat, or chemicals. It would require a burst of radiant energy from within, equal to the light of a nuclear flash. That's not a hoax.
Once we show this correspondence, and it's like I said, it's an exact match, that totally blows apart the idea that the shroud was created 600 years later.
I know you might think that, you don't need evidence, it goes against just having faith, but it doesn't. If you think about it, without that inquisitive mind searching, we wouldn't have a lot of the New Testament. We wouldn't have, think of Luke wanting an orderly account, or Paul seeing the risen Jesus, or Thomas saying, I'm not going to believe unless I see his wounds. It's okay to want the evidence to back it up, especially when there is a wealth of evidence that backs up our worldview. It's a good thing, because Jesus isn't some force or some, distant God. Jesus is alive, now, living, and he has a face. Look at the shroud. That's our Savior.
We just can't quantify it. We can't reproduce it. We don't know how it occurred. We just see the effect of it.
Well,
The shocking truth was becoming clear. This wasn't just an ancient relic or a medieval fake. It was some kind of recording device that had captured information in ways that modern science was only beginning to understand.
Okay, so let's step back for a second. So that linen, something supernatural occurred there. At one point in time, within those linens, the body, there was a massive amount of ultraviolet energy, of light, that was produced in an instant, a nanosecond, to shoot the image upward and downward. Supernaturally, we can't reproduce the image. It's more energy than we have on this earth all at once, all right there in that one point. So there is the evidence you need. There's the factual evidence you need of the resurrection. But take all that aside. What you're seeing there in the cloth is the torture of our Savior, all the wounds, everything he took for me, for you. It's indescribable, the amount that he went through. So when you look at this cloth, that's love. It's right there, what he did, everything. It is complete. It is finished on the cross right there. And that is the garb that wrapped him after that happened. So yes, it's all real. It's all real. It's beautiful. It's real. Jesus is realer than the air that you breathe. He's realer than gravity. I promise.
Blinding light in the laboratories, 34,000 trillion watts of energy in 1/40th of a billionth of a second. Otherwise, it would have scorched. I mean, think about that.
you can know with certainty through natural reason that the Shroud of Turin and the Sudarium of Orvieto are legit.
Jesus' grave clothes.
They're actually Christ's grave clothes.
The probability the man of the shroud, according to mathematician Bruno Barbaris, is anyone other than Jesus is 1 in 200 billion.
Thank you so much for watching. And if you're on this journey and you want someone to travel it with you and help prepare the way, please feel free to subscribe. It'd be an honor to travel it together with you. Thank you for watching. And in Jesus' name, God bless. Thank you.